crowd from everyone at this point. All right, we're getting that thumbs up. We're going to be getting things started off.
What stage do you think we're starting on?
I mean, honestly, I'm thinking that it's going to be a relatively neutral stage. Jules Vale would be the pick. It's Merchant Port. AZ Classic.
All right, best of 5 here. And Bad vs. Vale. We're starting it off with those wild Ori combos.
Yeah, starting things off with a fair from ledge on that recovery, but it's just going to turn into so much more damage.
And the thing here is that even though Mbad's doing like up strong against Elliana, as long as Ellie's overheated, she's in disadvantage. It doesn't matter if she lands or not. Kind of different from other characters.
Yeah, and one of the big things about how big Ellie is, Bash is essentially a 50-50. Oh my god, that up air actually killed.
Mbad said going into today, I'd be surprised if I won a I might not win a single game.
Yeah, I mean,
he might be right.
He might be right. That's the biggest thing about this matchup. Elliana loses like 80% of the match, but it doesn't matter because one hit onto Ori could turn into a full-on kill.
Oh my, once again stuck in the Ellie vortex. Both these characters hate this matchup.
Yeah, they hate it so much here, but right now, Mbad very much hating this position is what I'd say if he wasn't in the middle of a combo.
It's kind of like the Metal Gear Solid of Rivals of Aether matchups. It is just cutscene city, baby. We are watching movies, and that up strong was cinema.
Yeah, I mean, jab, F-tilt, sign tap, up strong, a very solid mix up there. Mbad gonna be able to get back to stage.
Tried to bash the mine, but it got blown up too quickly.
It's just the trade of stocks over and over again. This time around, Mbad's still going to be able to keep that lead going, but Vale needs to find a way how to really mix up that timing.
Yet again, up air city coming out from Mbad on the Ori here. Vale just cannot land. I really want to see Bash punish some of these DINs. I think that especially with the height involved, these Bashes can be safe, in fact.
Yeah, I mean, I think that a Nair Bash would be perfect here, but at the same time, Mbad might be saving it for a later game in the set.
Yeah, definitely game 1 is the time you see the least Bashes. Just kind of trying to feel out your opponent's DI, go from there. Huge recovery from Vale. This honestly could be a kill, but Mbad struggles back with a fair. And off the top,
oh,
2-minute game. Mbad takes it.
2-minute game. I love Rivals of Aether.
We're out here.
We are out here, and so is Vale's Elliana. You know, going to be dropping out game number 1.
Oh boy.
Here? We're going here?
Take Ori here.
I mean, honestly, this is not a terrible pick for Elliana in the matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Right, her Nair covers the entire platform.
This is the Blind Forest, though.
Yeah,
Spirit Tree who? This stage is where Ori's really from.
Yeah, I mean, a single up air could lead into a full-on kill, and Mbad, we're seeing so much control over this Ori.
It's just non-stop aggression coming out from both players. Combo contest type of beat. And with the Ori, that is an air dodge punished.
Yeah, air dodge going to be punished immediately.
No parry on Steam.
Especially because Mbad's been doing a lot of these air dodges into double jump fairs onto the ledge.
Mine stuck. But bashes the missile, and the mine gets detached. Get that off of me. Blowing up the missile with the mine, and the Rockwall Blast Zone's almost coming into play. Not quite clutch air dodge from Vale, but that up tilt not so much. Evened out again.
Yeah, we're seeing some crazy plays coming in from both of these players. The bash is constantly from Mbad.
Shout out Rivals 2. Rivals 1, you can crouch cancel weak projectiles, of which Elliana's small missile is very one of them.
Yeah, but you can't cancel this one. Forge Strong off stage directly into the blast zone, and Mbad now needs to find a way how to get momentum back into this. Vale's been trading back the stocks every time Mbad takes one, but Mbad hasn't even had a chance this time.
All right, and a clutch recovery comes out from Vale as well. Full overheat, but just going to be getting rid of that with the eject. And Mbad in a rough spot here. Bash is one thing, going to get into the taps. Come to taps.
Come to taps? All right,
has the bash, but a air dodge comes out, and Mbad is dead. I get it. Just a little bit too low percent for the hit stun to be there for that bash. And the air dodge was right on time.
I mean, that fair bash is just not going to connect on any planet. The thing about that fair bash, right? You have to hit the later hit of the fair for it to actually combo into the bash.
Gotta hit it meaty?
Yeah. Basically, Nair, up air, dare, bear, every single other aerial have enough hit stun to combo into bash. Fair, you can essentially always air dodge until very late percents if you get hit by the early one.
And there you have it. So with that, we're heading on into game 3.
Yeah, and especially with a heavy like Ellie, and that's got to be tightening up those confirms. The first time we see a bash in this, and it's not going to pan out.
All right, we are kind of going for something completely different. Instead of the usual Ori counter pick of Rockwall, that was stolen from NBAD somewhat. So we are heading to a large blast zone stage in gates. Oh, NBAD goes for a parry bait there, but Vale is not biting and could cost a stock. But we are both recovering instead.
Yeah, you can see that both of them are honestly playing very, very heavily towards, you know, the Rivals 1 playstyle. They're not coming in with these Rivals 2 habits.
Huge bash on that orb. It's crazy!
Man, these two just hate analysis. They're just going to go straight on in and every time.
The analysis is punch, do damage, get
punch,
kill.
Hit, kill, trade stock once again. Every single time NBAD gets a lead, Vale takes it right back. Looking for these bash opportunities now, but it's still so rough.
Incredibly fast-paced matchup. I do want to see Vale trying to get parry on these signs. In neutral, that is not a safe move and is reaction parryable, the charge sign.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a question of how much time Vale has really spent playing against Oris lately, right? Because it's hard to get practice against Ori to begin with, but it's even harder to get practice in Rivals 1 nowadays.
Oh, NBAD reads the tech chase correctly, but doesn't space the forward tilt.
And right now, 131% and counting. I think is about 50% off of a fair 1 F-Strong, but NBAD in trouble.
No. Resources expended makes it back. And yeah, as you were saying, with how used these players are, with Rivals 1 and Rivals 2 coming out, you could have fooled me. Both of them are on point with these punishes. And stock taken.
All right, stock taken, but are we going to be seeing that classic trade? Vale already in control, and oh my god, there it is. It's like clockwork. It happens every time.
Oh, Vale might be going for 2. Oh! But the Nair does the sweet spot. The 4-strong is DI'd correctly, but Vale is still on the offensive with a full heat bar.
Oh, NBAD's floats are so good there. I think he's honestly...
Heads up, be back. Does land, resources restored, but missile Nair, insane 0 death from Vale.
I'm sorry for ever complimenting NBAD. Vale just shuts me up immediately. Taking game number 3 with electrifying play. Oh my god.
Are we running it back? We're kind of running it back. We're running it back and changing it up at the same time. Let's see if NBAD can change up a way to not die instantly. Spoke too soon.
Yeah, I mean, already in a bad position to begin with, but now Vale should be dead here.
Snake does end up rebuilding in time on the eject there.
Yeah,
Collide Wave lands to get that rebuild going.
Yeah, no rabbit needed for that rebuild.
You can see NBAD getting a bit more desperate with these confirms, going for the dares and the bashes more than at the start of the set. Yeah, if it works out.
Honestly, that's the biggest question I have.
Elliana.
The biggest question I have with this kind of a stage, right? He's picking a stage that requires you to be so on point with these confirms, but he has What can I say, MSB? It's a tale as old as time. And that,
all right.
And that was saying he was thinking he wasn't going to take a single game. He got 1 game. Vale looking to take the full set, though.
This could be it right here with this. Oh
my god!
What a matchup! NBAD gets somewhat annihilated there.
Oh,
GG.
Lord. I mean, the matchup is never